Hey guys, this is Anastasia. I hope you're having a great week. This video is for the 2016 YouTube Pagan Challenge. What piece of advice would you give a newbie witch or a pagan? For me, it's going to be the piece of advice that seems to be ringing in everyone's ear lately, and certainly was something I needed to listen to a lot more when I was rediscovering my path and defining what my personal focus was and thought process was with my spiritual journey. Do what resonates for you, not what other people say. I don't want to go too in depth because I feel like with all the positivity that's been out there lately about, you do you, be the witch you change, positive pagan challenge, questions that are out and about, the hi, my name is blah 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 and I'm a witch, those videos, all awesome movements and videos to watch, but I feel like anything I say is going to be a lot of regurgitation or repetition of that. But it honestly, I feel is the best is the best advice I was ever given. And I didn't take it to heart. I really, and I still do have this issue. It's definitely something I probably need to do some real inward working on. Is I don't want to do something wrong. And I think sometimes we get caught up in that whole, this is right, this is wrong, this is how you're supposed to do something, this is how you aren't. And the reality is it's bullshit. You're not going to fuck up anything by calling the quarters the way that you personally resonate. I personally call them north, east, south, and west. It's what resonates for me. My patron, my matron, both are earth deities. When I connect to the ancestors, yes, I relate them to fire because of hearth and home, but they also are very much connected through earth for me. When I'm working on energy, calling energy up, moving energy out, what have you, connect to earth. It's very much, it's very much a connector for me. Good folk, when I instantly think of the Fae or try to connect to them, I go to forest long before I go to air and fire and water. I go to that earth realm first with them. It's just where I connect. I feel like the fire element is just within me. It's just there innately. It's always burning. It's always there. But if I need to journey somewhere, it's through earth for me to connect, if that makes any form of sense. But my point going into that story is there's probably quite a few people that don't resonate with that. I know there's a lot of people. I had a huge issue when I first kind of started researching and seeking out information. Everything I was reading, it seemed like, said you start in the east to call the quarters. That's where you start. You start in the east. And I'm like, but that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't work for me. That's not where I resonate. I want to start in the north. It feels right to start in the north. That's kind of where my thing is. That's where I connect. And at the time at the time I was working with Carnunos. I wasn't even, Hell and I hadn't even started working together. I really hadn't given a lot of thought to other energies that I worked with or what have you. It was just Carnunos is my patron and I need to honor him first, so I need to call Earth first. That was just what made sense to me. And it felt right. There's that gut instinct that we all have. And I think a lot of times I think in society we're told a lot what's right, what's wrong, what to do, what not to do. And we listen, and we do as we're told at times. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine, that's dandy, that works. But when we're talking about our own personal spiritual path, we kind of have to get back to that intuition. We have to get back to that instinct. We have to find that gut feeling again and not question it. We kind of, I mean, question it because it's good to know why something resonates for you. It's also good to know why something doesn't resonate for you, I find. Because in understanding that balance and understanding the why and the why not, I think you grow a bit more. But with that said, I'm starting to go off on tangents again. I've done this video a few times and not gotten to the frickin' point, so I'm trying to just get to the point and be done. So y'all don't have another half-hour video. My point is, it's easy to get caught up in, oh, so-and-so does it this way, so-and-so does it that way. Yes, other people are going to do things other ways. Other people are going to have things that work for them that aren't going to work for you. You can't look at other people to dictate what your personal path is, because it's your personal fucking path. So you need to discover it. You need to find it. It's good to get information. It's good to figure out what someone else does and why they do it and how they do it. But if in listening to them you're like, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense to me, maybe figure out why, so you can kind of keep it in the back of your brain in case later on down the road that does make sense to you and you can kind of put 2 and 2 together to get 4. But other than that, just let it be, because it's not for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all resonate with different things. We all connect to different things. And even that shift changes from time to time. It's all part of development. And it's all part of growth and evolution. And at the end of the day, that's what your spiritual path is. It's your personal development and evolution in the spiritual world. So you kind of have to do the discovering. You kind of have to do the seeking. But that's all you're doing is seeking and finding. It's not about, it's not about what one person does versus another person. One person's way isn't going to be better than another. And I feel like I'm starting to beat a dead horse, so I'm going to try to shut up now. But, yeah, just, it's hard, especially with YouTube. I think I love it. It's amazing. It was a huge thing for me when I started on my path. It's a huge thing for me now that I'm on my path. It will always be a huge thing for me on my path because it is such a great connection. I'm able to see people that I would not normally see because they live halfway across the world. I have huge anxiety issues, so I don't connect well with people one-on-one. So having videos where I can get my thoughts out into the universe, even if no one else cares about them, I just like getting them out sometimes. It's good because I'm not seeing other people's faces. I'm just seeing my face back at me. I can handle that. But it does connect to other people. It is out there for other people to see and connect to, and I think that's awesome. But I know for me at least, there are people that you see on Facebook and you're like, or YouTube or Twitter or whatever social media you're working with, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're awesome. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And suddenly you find out they do something you don't do. Or maybe even they take a stance against something that you in fact do. And that can suck, and that can hurt, and that can crush someone, especially when you're starting off and you don't have really the security in your path because it's all shiny and new and you're not entirely sure what it means yet. Don't let that rule you. Don't let that control you. It's good to know why things work. It's good to know why things don't. It's good to get information from other people, but at the end of the day, your path is your own. Don't let others dictate what it should or should not be. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that made some form of sense. I'm so dead-ass tired today, but I wanted to get this bad boy out. This kind of jived well with the Be the Witchy Change, so I thought instead of showing you crafts and stuff for the pagan altar, I'd save that another day. our pagan community out there. I'd save that for another day and just do my shout outs with this video. So the newbie channel that I am going to be putting in the description thing below here is Crystal Witch Rise. Love her channel. Seriously, she's got a good amount of videos out there. I've seen, I even took notes so I knew exactly what I was saying because I knew this was going to be late at night. She's got some spell work. I watched a healing bath / bag recipe, which I really dug. I thought that was really cool. She's got a bunch of YTPaganchallenge stuff up, some tarot stuff. A video I watched and I absolutely loved it was ways to be witchy without being obvious. As witches, a lot of times we gotta kind of keep things on the DL, and she had some really great tips and ways of, you know, having these rituals and these observances and honorings, even if you're at your in-laws or with friends or out and about, or if you have roommates or something and maybe you don't want them knowing kind of what you're about in that way. I just really liked it. I thought it was a cool thing. And then the next, the Give 'em Some Love channel I'm going to promote is Pretty Alice Moon. She and I actually, I've known about her for quite some time. She's awesome. She's got over 300 subscribers, but seriously, she has so much knowledge, and she's crafty. She makes her own paper. She has this planner work that she does. She has some YouTube pagan stuff out there. She has candle making. I think she does some bath salts and stuff. She makes her handmade grimoire is freaking phenomenal. She's just awesome. And she's got a great energy to her. She's a really great person, great artist. I dig her. She and I were pen pals. We kind of lost touch. And actually, if you do watch this, I actually found a Yule package I thought I sent, and apparently I didn't. So I'm going to send that out to you because it's a lot of goodies in a box. Need to get that out to you, sweetie. So I found that a couple days ago, apparently. So yeah, I suck at life. So I'll get that sent out. But yes, please check that out. Newbie channel, Crystal Witch Rise. Great chick. Great. I apologize if that's offensive to call someone chick. I'm so tired. And then Pretty Alice Moon for Give 'em Some Love. So yeah, that's what I got. I've got a lot of stuff going on in real life right now, but I'm hoping to get at least some craft sharing videos out at some point. Ostara is on Monday. There's the Pagan Convention here in Minneapolis this weekend, which I don't know if I'm going to. I really want to because it's all dealing with the underworld. Yeah, that's kind of my bag in a scary way. But anyway, I am rambling, so I will let you go. Have a great night, guys. Blessed be.